What?
Good?
Yep.
To call the downtown meeting to order, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Anyone here to speak in the public?
Yeah.
Are you?
There's one.
Yes.
Is that you
You
signing?
just
I signed on the
Oh,
sheet.
that's it.
I almost gave it to you, so you didn't miss me this time again. I just wanted to say thank you to Milone and MacBroom representative that met me at Rockwell Park Summer Festival and gave me a great 8-minute video. I don't know if you saw it, but definitely explained everything on what was going on and where we were in the planning process, and it seemed like it was rehearsed and everything, so I want to say thank you.
Awesome. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes of the regular meeting, August 18th, 2016?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. New business, Bristol Hospital update.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
So I'm Tiffany Fernandez from Bristol Hospital. We have received 7 proposals from developers. We received them on September 20th, and we had a very productive meeting with the city, and we're ready and all set to have the purchase and sale agreement sent back to the city by the milestone date of September 20th. We're very excited.
By what date?
The last week of September.
Okay.
And of the 7 proposals, when are you going to pick one?
We're holding interviews the last week of October, and then hopefully we'll have a selection by November, the first week of November. And that's all I have for you.
Any questions?
It's terrific. You know, we do so many of these RFQs around here. Maybe I'm a worrywart, but when we do them, I'm always worried about what we'll get back for responses, and that's terrific.
You know, I've had a
High
quick
quality.
peek at them, and it's very high quality, wonderful buildings that took into account the character and the city of Bristol, so I think everyone will be very satisfied.
Great.
Good to hear. We're
Thank
excited.
you.
Thank you very much. McClure.
So I don't have much to offer tonight. We're kind of in a little bit of a transition period here. So we had public input at Rockwell Park, and our planners were very, very pleased with the amount of input that we got. We're really thinking we're at the point where we really have some really good input. So right now, they're crunching that data. We anticipate at the next meeting, we'll start rolling that out. In addition to that, we're a little bit in a holding pattern, waiting for Bristol Hospital to review their plans and make sure that doesn't have any conflict or doesn't require us to change our concepts or approach. So that's where we are. So I think probably October and November, we're going to have a lot of presentation before this commission. So we're kind of in the data crunching phase right now.
So just a couple of quick questions through the chair. So the online survey and everything, that's closed?
Yes.
And then were there any plans to do anything over Mum Festival to gather data, or you're?
No, I think
that we got so much response between the 2 events that compared to other projects, it's been great.
Okay.
It's been really great.
You have enough to work with.
Yeah, I mean, this, getting out on the street and working at events may be something we got to look at going forward for other projects because it's been so successful. I think we are going to have a conversation with Justin early next week to kind of recap that and make sure we've touched all those where we said we make sure we getting the right demographics and everything. If we sit down with Justin and is determined to have one more, then we'll do that.
I wasn't here the last meeting, I apologize, but I did get a chance to look through the presentation that you all did last month and those slide decks. That's on the Bristol Center Square website, and it's really impressive. If you all haven't seen it, I know you saw it that night. In fact, there's a link on the Center Square site. A lot of really good info. We've got some preliminary results from some of the survey work, but really just info on the site itself about topography, utilities, and all this stuff. And it's really opened our eyes a little bit at the BDA level on what we have to work with, right, and what we're selling. So just as like a first little initial report, we were really happy with that, and we know obviously we're working towards the final report, but that's great work on your team's part.
Yeah, and we're trying to keep, I know everybody's busy and everybody has their other things to do. We're trying to keep it very simple, to the point. We can put a 500-page report on your desk. It doesn't really add as much value as getting to the point. So So that's, even on our final report, we'll probably be looking at a similar approach to that.
Do you want to talk any about the roadway at all, Tom? I know that's beginning as well, that work.
Yeah, so we had meetings with your Public Works Director, or it kind of materialized as Public Works. So we have given the Public Works Director at this point 2 proposals. One, a proposal just to conceptually, we keep on talking about the streetscape and the parking and how that all evolves, but it really can't be a hard design until Bristol Hospital owns a lot of that streetscape. But what we did was almost a shred or a concept plan of what the streetscape would look like, and then do a cost estimate so Wall would know how much it would cost. In addition to that, we have provided him a proposal, basically full construction documents for the roadway, start to finish. And obviously that's an important part of Bristol Hospital's need. And by starting that, the hope is they're going to all kind of come together at the same time. So Walt has that, and we own one more proposal to potentially look at the replacement of this traffic signal. As you can see, it's seen better days. In my understanding with traffic signals, the minute you touch one thing, you might as well touch everything. So we're at that. We owe him a proposal for that, and it's a full comprehensive proposal from concept all the way through construction and administration.
When you talk about the signal, is that the one over here on Willow Street?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I mean, my initial reaction was, it was a mall there, it had plenty of traffic. Well, it's really not the same thing. And the controllers and the timing, even I showed it to my traffic engineer, he said, you can't even put those type of heads anymore. That it just, if that's going to be the pinnacle of where you come out, even Bristol Hospital would probably want, they're kind of depending on a good functioning intersection. So I think that's money well spent.
I think I'd like to thank too the Board of Finance, and then we went to City Council and joint board last week. They approved the funding to move forward with the engineering for the roadway, and very enthusiastically. So thanks to those groups, obviously. This is our responsibility, I think. We're asking a lot of Bristol Hospital and other developers when we're working, hopefully with on the site. So we owe it, we have to take care of our responsibility, and all the boards and have been so supportive. And I also want to thank Wall. This is the idea, right? Tom's talking about working directly with our Public Works Director. That was the idea on bringing, looking at this downtown project a little differently, right? And bringing it sort of within the team of City Hall, because it's not just the BDA. I mean, obviously we sit here and we have these meetings, but now we have access, Tom has access, and the BDA staff has access to all of the talented people in this building that are needed to move that property forward. And maybe that wasn't happening, I think, years ago. And we have Walt on this. He's all over it, and he's really enthusiastic about it. Ray, our planner, Bob Flanagan. So this is about a team effort, really. We're just here to...
I think the biggest thing is we see it's in motion, it's fluid.
Yeah.
So all of that, and I'm sure a lot of people, when do we think about first shovels? I think that first day or that shovel, any idea of timing?
I'll look at Tiffany on that one. You're probably developer on board.
Well, you guys advised us
Yeah.
9 months for permits and approvals,
Yeah.
so then once we get through that phase, then
Put a
we take
shovel
the
in
24
there.
months afterwards.
Yeah. I look out my window every day in that office, and we drive by the business park. We were driving by today, and you see, there's cranes and there's pods going up, and it's incredible. Wow, imagine seeing that across the street.
I think that's going to be welcome.
Yeah.
Road construction could, there's obviously some work to do, but road construction would be, late spring. I mean, the hope is you design it over the winter, you're in perfect bidding time when everybody's looking for work, and then, you start work. So that it could be as early as that, but we'd have to work with Bristol Hospital, make sure now we're on top of each other.
And also that the Board of Finance knows that we're going to be coming back for build money for the road. So the design work was just the first step in front of the Board of Finance. We're going to be coming back for build money.
If I could, maybe let me jump on that real quick too. Absolutely, but that doesn't mean we have Dawn here. Dawn in the office is our grants person. Dawn and myself, obviously, we're going to be looking at grant opportunities too for construction of the road to see if there's anything out there. We've been researching Economic Development Administration, Public Works, Economic Adjustment, I think, program that we're looking at now. We're trying to get a call with the EDA this week or probably next week. So we haven't forgotten about the grants piece. I wrote grants for years. Obviously, we have Dawn here, so we're gonna go after grants for construction work as well, and Tom, we've been talking about that, so we'll give it a shot and see what we get on that end too.
Yep. Okay. Anything else, Tom? You all set?
No, that's it.
Thank you. Old business, starting with our left.
None?
None.
I have none. Everything, Justin. Any other business? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Have a good night.